Welcome Pisces and Pisces cross watchers to your reading. So thanks for stopping by my channel today. I hope you guys are having a great day. Whoops. So we have the 3 and King of Pentacles. Pisces, it does feel like you are in a good place to some extent, but I feel like there's something here that you're quite suspicious of. And it doesn't feel like it's unwarranted. Excuse me. It's almost like things are going well. People are working, like, the 3 of Pentacles talks about people coming together and working together on something, and the King of Pentacles is someone that is very successful. Excuse me. Excuse me. From a material perspective. I don't know why my voice is all of a sudden that, but we're just gonna power through it. But you're keeping a really watchful eye on something here. It feels like whatever success you've had, it's almost like it's too big for whatever this element is. Maybe it's a person. So we're gonna call it that for the sake of explaining what the energy is. I feel like if it's a person, it doesn't even feel like they can take it from you. It's more like you're just keeping an eye on them. It's almost that energy of like, maybe this person has messed with you before, and I feel like the worst thing that they would be able to do at this point is come in and, cause a little bit of chaos for you. It does feel like you may be, it's almost like to outsiders, if this person like makes a stupid joke or something like that, you might kind of be like, that's it, get out. And so to outsiders, it might seem like you're being unnecessarily hard on this person. But I feel like from your perspective, it's like you've learned that letting this person get away with anything, or letting them even kind of sort of in the door. Once this person gets their foot in the door, the poison's going to infect the whole thing. So I feel like you're just keeping an eye on somebody that seems to be, how do I say this? It's like you're not in the mood. What's the history between, how will Pisces know? I'm just kind of giggling to myself here because how will you know? Oh, well, your intuition. There's no like hard and fast rule this time, right? It's almost like, the tarot's answer to how will you know? You won't. The moon talks about, illusions and it's almost like for some of you, if you haven't even met this person before, it's like in a past life, it was, they messed you around. You know what I mean? It's like for some of you, if you're feeling like this vehement rage towards this person that you've never even met, it's like, I almost want to say like, you don't even like the look of their face. And not because it looks this way or that way, right? It's just like it almost seems to kind of like spark something in you. I feel like from a time when you felt powerless, it's almost like even if this person isn't known to you, the type of person that they are, the one that plays games and, tries to laugh at other people's misfortune, that kind of person. 100% you do. I also feel like people have taken advantage of your good nature in the past, and I feel like that may have put you in an energy where you're not like, hyper vigilant, but you are very, you look at people with a very discerning eye, right? It's like, it's almost like instead of just kind of like getting to know people and that sort of thing, I feel like you're looking at somebody like, okay, are there any red flags, right? It's like that you're kind of like searching through, and if there's one that's kind of like, you see if like, let's say there's a you see a flag start to pop up, it's almost like you don't even have to wait for it to be red before, or to see that it's red before you, um, kind of send this person walking. I feel like this may not resonate for all of you, but I feel like some of you know that the approach that you have to discerning who comes in and who doesn't to your life, it's almost like it's from a different time. It's from a different time in your life when you had to be that way. And I feel like you seem to be in an energy now where that type of vigilance maybe isn't required, but a part of you can't let it go. So what's supporting Pisces right now? Eight of Swords reversed. Awesome. So the Eight of Swords, of course, talks about being held back by your own thoughts. And I feel like then we have the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel like the message here is, it's almost like it might be distracting. I feel like it's distracting to you that you're even, I want to say, like, contemplating that, or the fact that that part of you keeps popping up. It's almost like you're annoyed at your own thoughts sometimes. And I feel like it's almost this energy of like just kind of embracing that part of yourself, right? As just a part of you that was formed at a time when that type of approach to people was necessary, right? So it almost feels like this energy of kind of conquering that part of yourself, which I feel like you already have. It's almost like you may have just felt that that would kind of fade away as you moved into the energy that you're in, or that you're moving into. And it's almost like you may have wanted to just put it all behind you. And maybe to a certain extent you have, but the lingering effects of being aware of other people and being, not hypervigilant, but vigilant. I feel like I'm rambling. But being vigilant about making sure that people aren't going to kind of be taking advantage of you. I feel like it actually makes you look a lot wiser than you may realize. I feel like it actually feels like people listen to your opinion a lot more than you think that they do. I feel like sometimes you actually sell yourself really short, despite the fact that I feel like you are pretty good about like giving people advice, or kind of helping them through things. Anyway, I feel like that was a tangent. Sorry. It just kind of feels like sometimes you still kind of revert back to this previous time. And what is supporting you is that it's like maybe those thoughts are there, but there's no power behind them. There's no emotional connection there. I feel like with the suspicion, I'm going to be honest, it's almost like when somebody does something that is legitimately suspicious, it's like then, you're kind of this wolf here, like your ears are perked up, right? You're looking, you're paying attention, you're waiting to hear if there's more noise in the bushes. And I actually feel like if you're seeing that part of yourself as something that's holding you back or something negative, from what I'm seeing, it actually is more of an asset than you may realize. I feel like it's made you not just wise, but like you're really, I mean, of course you pay attention to people and that sort of thing, or Pisces, right? But, and that those intuitive nudges and that sort of thing. What I'm seeing is that voice in your head that is like, oh, you know what, that person did something that was kind of off, I'm going to keep an eye on them. It's almost like it's made you more, I can't think of the word. I want to say like well-rounded, but that doesn't quite capture it. It's just made you capable of more. It's like, it's that energy of you're able to present a very put together version of yourself to the world, but you have that card in your back pocket that they better not try anything, because number one, you're going to see it coming, and number two, they're not going to get what they want because you're going to find a way to sidestep it before they get close enough to you. So what's positive for Pisces right now? Knight of Cups. And we have the Seven of Pentacles with the Hanged Man. So the Seven of Pentacles talks about kind of looking at what you've built so far. It's like it's putting in the work, and you're starting to see a little bit of the fruits of that labor. And I feel here that there's actually something that you thought you weren't doing well at, and that's going to flip. And it's like all of a sudden you're going to realize that something, I'm just seeing 1111, something that you felt was going to be a hindrance or a problem for you actually becomes a real asset. And I feel like it's almost like it's something that you thought would hold you back is actually now bringing you a lot of freedom. Pisces, I feel like there is, with respect to it feels like it is a love situation specifically, like romantic. And I feel like it's almost like you feel like you're an opposite to this person, right? But you seem to see a lot of beauty in that, opposite attracts. And not in the way that, like, you're looking for trouble or anything negative like that, right? It feels more that it's like you understand that having people around you that are different from you is complementary. It doesn't have to be about, it being a conflict or something like that. I also feel like you're going to be feeling, this might sound strange, like physically feeling a lot of love. And it's like you kind of won't know where it's coming from. It'll almost feel like it's an external source. It feels like kind of like an energetic hug. And I feel like you may have, hold on. It's almost like you may have in the past, like acknowledged that it was there, but didn't embrace it or allow it in. And I feel like you're going to take your rewards where you get them. And it's not like, oh, you're just going to, accept take what's given to you if it's not what you want, right? It's not that type of a thing. It feels more that it's, hold on for a second. You're going to see something here as a means to an end. And I feel like in thinking that it's going to be, I almost want to say like this really long drawn out process, it's like there's this surprise. Hold on for a second. Yeah, 1 second. What's this? Whoops. What's the surprise? Is that a... I think there's a mosquito in here. So we have the Death card with the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Queen of Wands and Two of Pentacles here. So the surprise, it's almost like there's a situation that you needed a solution to, and it feels like whatever solution, this may not be for all of you, this next bit. If you had a solution to that problem, I feel like that doesn't work out, but it works out better than you thought. For those of you that like you hadn't given enough time to that situation yet to like consider your options or figure out a solution, it feels like something's just taken off your plate. It feels like a weight off your shoulders. It does feel like it ends up bringing into your awareness that you have it's almost like with an opportunity that's coming, it comes with a decision. I feel like to you it's a no-brainer. In the past, you may have, of course, depending on how you make decisions, I feel like in the past you may have agonized over it a bit. You may have been unsure of what to do. And I feel like when this comes in, the confidence that you have in yourself because of where you are, I feel like it's almost like it's nothing to make the decision. And I feel like that in and of itself is a really rewarding feeling for you. So I think we'll leave it there. I kind of want to dig into this Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay. Can we get... What's with the Knight of Cups? What does Pisces need to know? Ace of Swords. Ooh, with the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, what I'm seeing, there may be somebody here that it's almost like you might not want this to happen, but some of you might get, like a half-hearted text or some sort of communication from an ex. And it's almost like it's the type of energy where they might not even kind of want to get back with you or anything like that. It's like they just kind of need to touch base with your energy. You know what I mean? It's almost like there's something about your energy that seems to balance something within them. It does feel very sweet and genuine, but it feels like the type of person that they'll be sweet and genuine for this period of time, and then they just kind of disappear back into something else. So there is a message here that I feel like a lot of you may not, really even want to respond when they message you or when they reach out, whatever that looks like. But whatever it is that they come in with, it's not like, oh, it's going to rock your world, it's going to this, it's going to that. It's just more like a sub message, right? That from what I'm seeing, I don't feel this person's coming in because of your recent success. It actually feels more that they're coming in initially to touch base with your energy. And for some of you, there's a little bit of a, be wary of this person if they're the type of person to take advantage of somebody's success. I feel like they may come in just to touch base with your energy. And if they find out how well you're doing, they might want to try to attach themselves to you again. And of course, that will be, obviously it'll be your decision how you'd like to handle that. So I'll actually leave it there, Pisces. I hope that this reading was helpful. If it resonated, if you like what I do, please like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.